I love Superman, but there's one thing I don't get about him.
Like how they made a movie with him where he's sad, Jesus-y, and lets a bunch of people die?
I've banished all of that to the Phantom Zone in my mind, along with Superman Returns and Superman 3 and Superman 4 and Red and Blue Electric Superman and that Three Doors Down song about kryptonite.
So what don't you understand about Superman? How he can be from a planet with a red sun but still have the same pigmentation as somebody who lives on a planet with a yellow sun? How a bunch of people probably die from his freeze breath when he sneezes? I'm just throwing some ideas out here. I don't know. I'm just throwing some stuff out.
It all makes sense to me. And Superman covers his mouth when he sneezes. He's the best of us. What doesn't actually make sense is how Clark Kent can take his glasses off and suddenly people believe he's another guy.
Well, there's a reason for that, and the reason is comic books.
Clark did a lot of acting training, and the key was his eyes. The key was the way we wrote it. Superman's eyes were just the most unforgettable thing about him. There's just like an unearthly blue. But Clark putting on the glasses, the glass reflects the light, it refracts the image, and the eyes are just normal eyes now.
Superman's eyes were so beautiful he had to hide them from the world with his glasses. So do I. Did you see the transformation, Stefan? Urkel, Stefan, how you doing?
Come on, there's more to it than that, right? Maybe it made sense when it was created in 1938 because people were dumb and didn't have Wi-Fi or Pinkberry or Candy Crush. But they're still trying to do this now.
Comic books.
It is totally suspension of disbelief. That's the key to all this stuff. If you want to grouse about the fact that a pair of glasses wouldn't disguise a guy, by that same extension, he is an alien from another galaxy, from a planet whose people look just like us. How is that more plausible? It's not.
I don't know what else Superman could do. I mean, if he put on a beard, they gave him a mullet, they've tried all kinds of things to make him look different. But you're talking about a character who was invented, what, 70, 80 years ago? But I wouldn't mind seeing him with a beard.
He's just gonna slap on a fake mustache. Everyone at the Daily Planet would be like, who's that guy with the flavor saver? Oh my god, who's this handsome new Burt Reynolds type in the office? He'd be like, it's me, Superman. Clark.
I think there's three Supermen. There is Kal-El of Krypton, and I think that there is the disguise of Clark Kent, and absolutely Clark Kent is a disguise. But I think there's the man in the middle, who is the alien who is brought up by Ma and Pa Kent, who sees himself as human. That's the real Clark Kent, not the goofy guy with the glasses who's trying to hold the identity secret.
Who are you? Where is Amy?
No, I don't know. I'm Trisha, her completely different friend. Where's Hector?
I do not know either. My name is Mark Bent. Jokes, y'all. We got jokes on Omnibus.
Even Batman, the world's greatest detective, had to figure out what Superman's identity was. It took him time to detective the truth.
Look, that iconic spit girl is very distinguishing, and Clark doesn't have that. Plus, Clark is just so dorky he couldn't possibly be Superman. And even now, when LASIK is affordable as it is, he works in the dying, not as hot as it once was newspaper industry. The only occupation that pays even less than internet video co-host.
Even Lex Luthor, who's supposed to be a mega genius, didn't know.
Look, Luthor hasn't even discovered Propecia yet. How smart can he be, really?
So what is it? How does all of Metropolis, all of his coworkers fall for it?
Superman would build robot doubles of himself, an entire closet full of Clark Kent robots that could come out and take on his duties at the Daily Planet in case Superman needed to be on a mission in another galaxy. It was the most important thing to him because he genuinely believed that if anyone found out that Lois or Jimmy or Perry White knew the secret, their lives would be completely in danger. Their lives would be in forfeit.
I think it's possible that none of the people at the Daily Planet know who he is, but that's also presuming that everyone who's hired at the Daily Planet is absolute garbage at what they do. Lois, Perry, Jimmy, what are you doing? Open your eyes. He's right there. He's down the hall at the water cooler.
In a world where we can instantly find out everything about each other, like the fact that Amy still listens to Hanson regularly.
Or that Hector follows Papa John's on Twitter.
Look, I unfollow them, okay? Sometimes they have deals.
Those who are closest to Superman know his secret identity, and they help him support it. Batman will go to great lengths so that Clark Kent and Superman appear at the same place at the same time.
If I was working with him and I knew that he was Superman, it would just be our secret. I wouldn't say a word.
He exists to do the impossible, and if that means punching off a comet out into deep space, but if it means disguising yourself with a pair of glasses and a blue business suit, then he can do that too.
When Clark sees danger, he has to distract you because there's no more payphones, and changes into Superman and then comes back afterwards, you give in to the illusion that he's trying to create, just like how we like to let the Rolling Stones think that they're still alive.
We do that. You're right. I guess the right thing to do is just be okay with it and say, that'll do, Clark. That'll do. Show your super artistic skills by submitting your own design at T-Fury.
Check out tfury.com/Geek Sundry.
It's actually kind of impressive.
Yeah, it was really shitty. Hey, but I still love ya.
You still love me even though you don't like your own accent?
Aye.
That's very generous of you.
Thank you. You just don't have what it takes, Hiccup.